A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead, looking to make a big splash here tonight. All right, everyone, greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA and a chance here to check out some stats for Nikola Jokic.
And I think the grind of the season has caught up to him a little. You can see it in his rebounding numbers. Over the past 5 games, they've taken a dive. He appears to be wearing down. Maybe he can get his legs back under him today.
A look at the opening lineup for the Cleveland Cavaliers. We've got Jared Allen. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Brandon Miller. And it's Ellis in at the shooting guard position. Doris Anunoby helped the Raptors so much on their title run in 2019.
Yeah, the hard part is he was never able to suit up for the NBA Finals. To get through the season and then have an injury at that point, heartbreaking for a player. But consider, he's the first UK-born player to win an NBA title, and that cannot be taken away.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
Allen outside. Pass to Harper. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. And Harper gets it to go.
Okay, Jared Allen, we see you making that look for a big man. That's a pretty pass.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Jason Kidd and I were able to chat. We got into it about his strategy against Karl Anthony Towns. These modern bigs are tough to stop, he told me, and went on to say, I'm hoping we can just force him to take bad shots, not the ones that he wants. I'll settle for that. So they're looking to disrupt Cat's selections and keep him from his spots, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. He takes it in. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on OG Anunoby.
Aggressive drive by Towns, forcing the foul there.
Doris, you look at the shooting of Karl Anthony Towns. A 7-footer. He's as good as it gets.
He is, B.A. He has been verging on the 50, 40, 90 efficiency type numbers in recent years. He is right there with Dirk Nowitzki when you talk about the sweetest shooting big men of all time.
And that one falls for Towns. And close to a quarter of the way into the season now, Grant, how aware are the players of where they are in the season?
You know, B.A., you generally are aware of where you are in the year, but you rarely see guys counting games played or anything like that.
And so Towns nails them both. Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
Here's Black. For 3, Smith. Harper pulls it in. And here comes Cleveland. 4-point game. Deflected!
Oh, eager to make a defensive impact, Smith gets after it to find the denial. Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Harper. Allen outside. Here's Ellis. All sorts of time. Yep, that one goes.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered closely. Blocked! Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Cleveland on D. They need this. And the shot is good off the backboard.
Boy, you respect the shot selection from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, just taking what the defense gives him.
Miller outside, out to the right wing. Towns against Smith. Towns passes to Miller. Pass to Harper. Just 5 on the clock. A deep three. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. And this matchup with the Cavaliers, it's their first meeting of the season.
After sweeping these guys last year, they have to feel confident about their chances. Just an impressive performance.
And here's Anunoby from outside the arc. Sinks it from distance. Anunoby's got 6 points.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
Towns outside. Pass to Ellis. Here's Harper. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Here's Harper. 27 points his last game. Off the mark from 16 feet.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Now Anunoby. Pass to Jokic. Smith outside. Fires for 3. Towns with a rebound. And Towns has got the ball here for Cleveland. Here's Harper. Back to Towns. Up top, Miller. The offensive rebound. Now here's Towns. There's the 3. Here's Allen, and it's Allen who slams it home.
Do you not love that by any means necessary attitude from Jared Allen, able to finish through the contact?
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Cleveland.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
One thing about the Pacers, Doris, they can flat out score the basketball.
It is incredible to me, B.A., how infrequently the ball sticks. They play fast, whether in transition or in the half court. They make defenses work.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants to review the game plan. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. Taking a look at Indiana. They love where they stand right now. First place. And, of course, the Cavaliers, they're in the 8th spot.
Right now for Cleveland, they wanted to get better. They're putting in the work. Maybe the results will start coming later in the year.
I do think they're capable of more than what they've given so far. If this coaching staff gets them right on track, and once they get a few more games under their belt, the wins will start to come.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Lopez. And Indiana misses again.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Double team on Towns. From downtown, Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Knocks down the triple. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 now.
Well, that's a quick strike from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. In catch-and-shoot situations, those scoring instincts are right on point.
Ellis passes to Towns from deep three-point land. Smith with the rebound.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll repair. And while Nikola Jokic...
Not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title, but Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. And Doris, who can forget the 2016 Cavs, the team that brought Cleveland their first NBA title?
And not just basketball. The city hadn't won a championship, BA, in any sport for over 50 years. And for LeBron, a homegrown talent, to do that with Kyrie, that is a team that will always have a special place in Northeast Ohio lore. This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Pass to Harper. Now here's Miller, covered by Lopez. Here's Ellis. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
First one falls for him. And he makes both free throws. Here's Black, still without a bucket. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander, pass to Black. Picked by Smith. This one for 3. Black, no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Miller. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
There is a wiry strength to Brandon Miller. Powers right through the contact.
Now Lopez. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Jokic. No luck on that one. Great D that time from Allen. The Cavaliers lead by 3. Here's Ellis. Here's Towns. Smith with the rebound.
Boy, a forgettable night for him, but thankfully his teammates have played well overall.
Jokic a screen. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the three-pointer goes. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander continues to hone in. When he's draining threes, he's almost unguardable.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, Brandon Miller caught some flack when he named Paul George as his GOAT, but PG-13 said, I know what he meant by it. Obviously, I'm not the greatest of all time, but it's about who inspires you. Miller, for his part, not backing down and saying, how the league is built now, Paul George is the right person to study for this generation. Brian?
Allie, thanks. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. 10 points for him.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
And so it's Michael Malone here calling timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
up on the screen. You show us your best moves. Let's go.
Some changes for Indiana. Andre Drummond is checked in for Nikola Jokic. Tillman comes in for Smith. And it's Jones in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Pritchard, back to Bay. Here's the pick. 6 to shoot. Pritchard, the pass to Collins. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Tillman with a screen to the inside. And the layup is good off the glass.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Here's Pritchard, defended by Jones. Down low. And Collins with the slam.
That pass was about the location. Puts it perfectly into the hands of his teammate.
Jones with the ball. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Now here's Lopez. The D's right on him. Pass to Black. From deep. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
Yeah, and that one came down to their rebounding. There was a big gap between the two teams there.
That was a coach's dream, to get that kind of effort and intensity on the glass, and for it to pay those kinds of dividends, critical.
And now let's turn the spotlight on the NBA's highest scoring teams. Second, Indiana.
They've been having a great season on the offensive end of the floor. It never takes this team long to put big points up on the board.
First free throw is good. Well, Dalton Knecht had a late growth spurt during college, and it really helped his game, Grant.
He really did. I mean, he started college as a 6'3" guard, but grew 3 inches during his first 2 seasons and added some muscles. Now at 6'6", he can play confidently out there on the wing.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Drummond with the screen. Lets the 3 fly. They get the rebound. To the wing, right side. Outside Jones. Pass to Tillman. Let's go with a 3. Knocks it down from distance. Tillman's got 5.
Tyus Jones is the purest of pure point guards, on time and on target.
Collins with it. Bay outside. Takes a 3. That one is off. Black passes to Jones. Drummond against Collins. To the paint. And Lopez gets it to go. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
Here's Pritchard, defended by Jones. Pritchard gets it to go. And the Cavaliers lead by 2. Now here's Jones. No points yet. Tillman with a screen. Jones, the pass to Tillman. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That one's on Zach Collins.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
First trip to the line for him here. No good on that one. Brown, he's checked in for Black. He does not get the second one. From down in the low post, it goes.
The shot goes up. You've got to put a body on Andre Drummond. This guy's so good off the offensive window.
Collins with a screen on Jones. Inside. And Collins with the slam.
How about the assist coming off the deck? What a pretty bounce pass.
Pass to Drummond. Jones feels it out. And here's Lopez. Hart pulls it in. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter here. Here's Pritchard. Shoots over Lopez. Pritchard, no good. Indiana trailing here. To the middle. Pass to Tillman from deep. Collins with the rebound. Fires from way outside. It's not going to go for him. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. The Cavaliers on top. They lead by a bucket. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, what do you guys think about Cleveland here in this one?
Well, we've watched them force their way to the line, and it seems to be working so far.
And this is why coaches say be aggressive. As long as you're playing smart, good things tend to happen, even if you're on the road.
All right, on the floor for Cleveland, getting going in the second. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Brandon Miller. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's Jared Allen. And it's Harper in at the point. Smith with a screen on Towns. Brown against Towns. 5 on the clock. And it's Brown off the drive. And the jam by Brown.
That's Bruce Brown, just being aggressive on the drive. Put it on the deck and get to work.
Hart passes to Harper. Puts up a 3. Ooh, some solid defense from Gilgeous-Alexander. And for Indiana, they're shooting around 44%. Not bad. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Shoots from 12. The bank shot, no good. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting an average of 43% from the floor. Harper. The Pacers pull it in. Defeated by Utah in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
They just couldn't get into a rhythm offensively. They didn't shoot it well and also didn't get the best of looks.
I think even when you get quality looks, there was an inability to stay consistent. It is hard to win on a cold shooting night in today's NBA. The scoring is just too good.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Picked by Smith. Miller against Anunoby. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And Doris, no doubt about it, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an absolute monster on offense.
Very quietly, one of the most dangerous offensive players in the game is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got size, he's got speed, he's got handle, he can score from 3 levels. This guy is a legit force.
And he drops the first. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Black's checked in for Indiana. Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
Will it go? Harper misses.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
Yeah, initially underestimated, Jokic has grown into a truly exceptional talent. We talk about modern bigs, but he's probably more like the big man of the future.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
It's hard to forget how much he struggled from the line during their last matchup.
2 shots.
He's off on the first. Ellis is checked in for Hart. And he's good on the second. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Pass to Towns. Miller outside. Allen outside. Pulls up at the elbow, and he hits the jumper for 2. Allen's got 5 points.
I'll tell you what, Jared Allen showing you he's got the mid-range game in his arsenal. Pretty jumper.
To the paint. Here's Jokic. Oh, he's a load inside. Jokic finishing strong.
Doesn't have to break his momentum at all to catch the pass.
And so it's Michael Malone here calling timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And here you have the best teams when it comes to three-point shooting this season. In third, Indiana.
Instead of just bombing away, they work hard to create good looks from beyond the arc.
Pass to Harper. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. And there's the whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Ellis. The 3-ball. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
He doesn't need a lot of daylight. Stretches the defense night in and night out.
Pass to Black. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And this will be a second trip to the free throw line.
Personal foul. Third team foul. One shot. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
He wasn't quite as assertive as he needed to be in the first quarter, but now he's taking a more head-on approach and getting himself to the line.
Miller outside. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Allen a screen. Inside. Can't hit that one. Good D by Jokic. Indiana on offense. They're on a 13-5 run. And they pick up 2. And now an 8-point Indiana lead.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
High post Towns. Here's Harper. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
Third personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Cavaliers, Harper. One shot.
Pacers leading by 5. Smith outside. Outside Anunoby. And a miss there on the triple. Cleveland has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Allen outside. Pass to Towns. Fires from deep. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Anunoby against Miller. Here's Black. He's coming off a 13-point game against Utah. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Lets it go from deep. Here's Jokic. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Cavaliers trail by 5. Here's Miller. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot from 16. And Indiana misses again.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Throw it down on the lob.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. The 3, Smith. The rebound by Allen. The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Here's Harper. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Towns passes to Miller. Allen with a screen on Anunoby. Here's Miller. That misses. And a chance to tie it.
Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Pass to Smith. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, the determination from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
And so it's Michael Malone here calling timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Now coming onto the court, your Pacers high crew. Come on, everyone, get live. Attention fans. Now on the court is your Night Squad. Get loud, like the word. Get loud for the section. They're getting ready to be one. They're getting set. Let's find those fans.
Indiana making a switch here. Tillman's checked in. Collins, he's checked in for the Cavs. Pritchard comes in for Ellis. Pass to Harper. Jacks up with 3. Hits the trifecta. Harper's got 13 now.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
We see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. And after this one, they're at home against Phoenix. That'll be the first of 3 games played at home. Here's Pritchard. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Harper. He's got 13. And it's good for 2.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Wow. Smith Jr. displays some power when he zones it on the rim.
Pass to Pritchard. Now here's Towns. Here's Miller. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And the coaches love this from Brandon Miller. Go inside, get some contact, and play through it and play strong. Love it.
That free throw, no good.
Guys, you know this. Brandon Miller plays the game with a high level of intelligence, and at 6'9", that length, not a bad addition to that.
Bay, he's checked in for the Cavs. Connect comes in for Harper. Good on the second one. And here's Indiana now. Outside Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Drummond with the screen. Jones' shot is good. And the Pacers lead by 3.
Tyus Jones, one of the smartest, most efficient players in the league, very rarely makes a mistake in pick and roll.
Miller finds Bay. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Bay. Three-pointer. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 4 rebounds in the game. Lopez passes to Jones. Here's Black. Still no points. Yes, it's good.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Bay. Here's Pritchard. Defended by Jones. Here's Bay. Now here's Miller. Here's Connect. Indiana with a rebound. Drummond's got 5 rebounds in the game. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Black passes to Lopez. And it's all from three-point range.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Here's Pritchard, defended by Jones. Collins a screen. Bay left side. Tipped. Lopez against Miller. Pass to Black. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Hart's checked in for the Cavaliers.
One shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The Cavaliers trail by 8. Here's Pritchard. Collins with a screen on Jones. To stop the drought. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Pritchard's got his second bucket on the night.
Listen, you give a good shooter that kind of look, and it's going to go in.
And you know, you look at someone like Peyton Pritchard, Doris, heady guy who doesn't make many mistakes.
BA, maybe his best attribute in my mind is the competitive spirit and the motor he plays with. He's a fearless shot taker, either inside or from three-point range. He makes excellent choices with his passes. But again, I go back to that competitive toughness.
Pass to Bay. Jones grabs the board.
When you're wide open like that, no need to fade away.
Here's Black. He's covered by Hart. Black passes to Drummond. Now Jones. Clock at 6. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
Collins a screen. Pass to Connect. 44 seconds left in the second. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Pritchard, no good. Pacers leading by 11. Here's Black. He's got 5. Drummond to screen on Hart. Here's Black. That one's wide left.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
And once again, off the mark by Cleveland. Fires away from way outside. No good on the buzzer beater. And the first half now in the books. Indiana ahead, up by 11. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Well, I'm here with Mike Malone, and Coach, dribble penetration has been a problem for you. How do you creep back into this game?
Yeah, they came out, punched us in the mouth. We just have to do a better job one-on-one containment. And when somebody does get beat, somebody's got to provide help. Right now, we're just playing Olay defense, and they're killing us.
You'll have to throw the punch first in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And, folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Hey folks, we know you're anxious for the first half breakdown, but a surprise start to the show is only fitting with some early season power rankings.
I think for the Pacers, they've gotten comfortable in this number 3 spot on the board, Ernie. I mean, to be honest, that seems like the right place for them.
They've shown themselves to be, I guess, a dangerous team, Jet. Nobody wants to play them right now. And let's move on now to those first 2 quarters. Talk about a tough start for the Cavaliers.
They're within striking distance. They've done a few good things out there, but rebounding is not one of them, Shaq.
Probably the difference in the game, which I'm sure Coach is reminding them of. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Nikola Jokic is out there with Smith. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Black in at the 2 guard. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
Picked by Smith. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander connects from downtown. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 20.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Pass to Harper. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Rejected by Allen.
This guy is a sensational shot blocker. Jared Allen twice on the pipes.
And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Cavaliers trail by 12. Here's Ellis. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Smith. Ooh, the dunk by Smith.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Here's Harper. Oh, Jokic with the block.
Oh, look at Jokic using those long arms, managing to get his hand on the ball and knock it away.
Oh, and Towns with the block. Miller against Anunoby. Back to Miller. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. Harper misses.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Let's go to the leaderboard and see which teams have been leading in assists this season. Indiana, number 1.
The beauty of this offense is that the ball never stops moving. If the shot isn't there, the next pass is made.
That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
What's been amazing to watch is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander going from good player to now putting his name at the very top of the list in terms of great guards in the league.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Miller against Anunoby. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
Brown, he's checked in for Indiana.
Miller. One shot.
One shot.
That's good for Miller. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Make some noise.
And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. They've led by as many as 14. Towns against Smith.
Cavaliers foul. Ellis. Third personal foul. Second team foul.
And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
Left side, Brown. And here's Smith. He's got 9, 5 to shoot. Here's Anunoby, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
The vertical of OG Anunoby. Go ahead, sir. Finish with authority.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver is highly encouraged by the growth of the game. He said, in addition to being the fastest growing sport in the world, we are the #1 participation team sport in the United States. Boys and girls are playing basketball in record numbers. Love to hear it, Brian.
No doubt. The game's in a great place right now, Allie. Thank you. Towns passes to Ellis. And here's Allen. Now Towns, defended by Brown. Towns double team. And the deficit down inside single digits. Towns has got 7.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to stop Karl Anthony Towns when he's looking to score. He's got every trick at his arsenal.
Brown finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander takes the contact.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Allen a screen. Here's Miller. Offline with a 3.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Allen's got rebound number 8 now. And Doris, you think about the advantage for Jared Allen with that 7'6" wingspan.
B.A., this guy is a massive presence in the paint. He's got length, he's got intellect, and he's got incredible anticipation and timing. The other thing is he can absolutely step out on the perimeter and keep a ball handler in front. He is a special defender.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Anunoby. And here's Jokic. Allen defending. Fades and shoots. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. He has 7.
And the Joker, one of the most efficient mid-range shooters in basketball, seems like he just doesn't miss.
Miller outside for 3. Indiana with a rebound. Smith's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Shot on the wing. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Here's Harper. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And you talk about a guy who has all the tools and a great work ethic, too. Jabari Smith. Wow.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
And he makes a first. And Indiana with some changes. Drummond's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Lopez comes in for Anunoby. And it's Jones in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Hart's checked in for the Cavaliers. Smith hits them both. Here's Harper. 21 points in the game. Miller outside. Pass to Harper. Back to Miller. Launches a 3. He buries it from 3. Miller's got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, Brandon Miller working without the basketball, but as soon as it finds his hands, boy, he is shot ready.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
time. Get ready to run like everyone's watching. Let's see how it goes. You're off.
Different look for Cleveland. Bay, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Connect comes in for Miller. And Pritchard is subbed in for Harper. It's Lopez, high post. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
These are his first free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one. Tillman's checked in for Smith. Collins, he's checked in for Cleveland. And Lopez drops them both. Well, Grant, in terms of scheduling, you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but to answer your question, B.A., you have two choices. Either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future. You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Oh, man, the quick decision-making of Tyus Jones pulls up on a dime.
Collins with a screen on Jones. Here's Pritchard. Here's Connect, covered by Lopez. And it's Connect missing.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Jones, the pass to Brown. On the wing, Jones. He's got 6. Sinks that one from the post. Jones has got 8 points.
Oh, that's a cagey move right there. Tyus Jones showing no fear.
Here's Pritchard. Four on the clock. And once again, off the mark by Cleveland. Pacers leading by 15. Brown finds Jones. Here's Drummond. Back to Jones. Pass to Tillman. Brown with it. There's the drive. And it's Connect with a rebound. Connect's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pritchard, the pass to Hart. To the inside. Bay outside. And here's Connect outside. Indiana with a rebound.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
Now Jones. Give him 8. Tillman with a screen. Down low. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. This will be his 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And the Pacers making a change here. Black's checked in. Karl Anthony Towns has checked in for the Cavs. Harper comes in for Pritchard. And the free throw, no good. Cavaliers trail by 17. Here's Harper. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It goes on Tyus Jones.
It was a strong move. The shot's just a little off.
2 shots.
Take a break.
The first free throw is good. Both shots good from the strike. And the Pacers with possession here. Tillman with a screen. On the wing, Jones. He's covered by Hart. Lopez for 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Hart with it. Yet to see a basket. Here he goes. And he dunks it down.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Drummond to screen on Hart. Here's Jones. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Doris, in terms of assist-to-turnover ratio, Tyus Jones normally leads the league.
B.A., this guy is such a steady hand at the lead guard position. Tyus always makes excellent decisions, plays within himself, and plays mistake-free basketball.
Here's Jones. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Well, just remember, Tyus Jones, despite that shorter frame, is willing to play through contact. Shows you right there.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Tyus Jones. 1 shot.
When they get chances at the line, they make you pay. I mean, their free throws have helped maintain this lead.
The Cavaliers trail by 14. There's 1:34 left to play in the 3rd. Right side Hart. 6 on the shot clock. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Josh Hart hammering it down. That's a message right there.
Lopez passes to Tillman. There's a screen. Drummond with the ball. Allen defending. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. Inside.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. Hard against Jones. To the middle. Great D that time from Allen.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Towns, that's good.
That can be a difficult shot for some, but Towns very capable in the mid-range.
Pass to Lopez. Over Miller. Miller pulls it in. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Here's Harper. 27 points for him. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit. Harper's got 29.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period, just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. And let's listen to head coach Michael Malone review the game plan with his guys.
Raising a shot, no hesitation. We're back.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth. They've got Josh Hart. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Jared Allen. Then there's Brandon Miller, and it's Harper in at the one. A nice shot by Smith.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
That's what you need your bigs to do. Step up and control the defensive glass.
Anunoby passes to Smith. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Hart. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Towns. Indiana with a rebound. Smith's got rebound number 8 now. To the inside. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Jokic. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 assists now tonight. Towns outside. To the paint. Hart can't hit. Indiana leading by 12. Here's Black. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Allen. Jokic, no good. And Towns has got the ball here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Here's Harper. Miller outside. Now Towns. From 7, and good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
I'll tell you this, nice play by Towns. This guy can get it done. Back to the basket or facing up, doesn't matter.
Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Miller. Anunoby against Miller. Back to Anunoby. A good-looking shot from the wing. And the Pacers lead by 12.
Don't give OG Anunoby too much space, boy. He will rise and fire in the catch-and-shoot game.
Towns for 3. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Black. Here's Smith. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
And timeout is called by Michael Malone. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Making a change here. Ellis is checked in. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Michael Malone said to the team. He told them, quote, if we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart. Show some pride. It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Pass to Smith. Allen against Jokic. Now here's Anunoby from behind the arc. Cavaliers with a rebound. Towns has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And he's gone for the lob. And stolen by Jokic. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he banks in the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 26.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Allen with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Cleveland again missing. Now the Pacers with it. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. Anunoby passes to Smith. Oh, he drains the 3, and he'll go to the line for one more. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
Third personal foul. First team foul. One shot. Jabari Smith.
And several years ago, the NBA introduced the Supermax. How do you think it's worked out, Doris?
Yeah, I think every decision, Brian, that the league makes is trying to make sure that everybody has an equal opportunity for a championship. This particular implementation has made it easier for small market teams to retain their stars. And think about it. Even if someone signs it and then gets traded, at least those teams get an opportunity to get big draft capital. That's huge.
To the middle. Here's Jokic. Miller pulls it in.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Towns using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns will mix his spots as a scorer, that time doing work inside.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Wing shot on the way. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Pass to Harper. Here's Ellis. Stolen by Anunoby. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Boy, how do you match up with OG Anunoby's length and athleticism? This guy is going to be able to get shots off because of both of those.
Harper misses. Indiana on offense. They're on a 16-7 run. Back to Smith. Anunoby on the wing. Guarded by Miller. Jokic with a screen on Miller. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And that's only his first miscue of the night. He's been unbelievably steady so far.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Smith. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. Puts up the 8-footer. Here's Jokic. He's good with a little jumper in close. And the Pacers lead by 19.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Towns for 3. Cleveland again missing. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Indiana. They've allowed just 7 points here in the 4th. Here's Jokic. Lays it up and in despite excellent defense.
I'll tell you, he's been much better in this second. He's taking smarter shots. He's looking more comfortable.
Miller outside. Grant, it seems like teams today are much more data-driven than in years past.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. It's much more sophisticated. And, of course, coaches and executives are still watching the games and forming their gut opinions. But now those impressions can be cross-checked with the numbers.
And the foul on Jabari Smith. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Cavaliers trail by 21. Here's Harper. Pass to Miller to end the drought. And he's now 6 for 11 after that one.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
Outside Anunoby. And there's a pick. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Got a piece of it. Another shot. Now here's Miller. Shot from the wing. It's hauled in by Black. Black's got 5 rebounds in the game. Anunoby passes to Smith. Cavaliers with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Harper. True on the 14-footer. Harper's got 16 points here in the second half.
He's shooting the lights out down the stretch, trying to keep them competitive.
Pass to Black. Jokic with it. Shoots over Allen. And Indiana misses again. Miller outside. Here's Harper. To the inside. And it's Allen who slams it home.
There's nothing like a big man with agility. Jared Allen operating well in the pick and roll right now.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error.
Here comes your producers at 2, everybody. Make some noise. We want to give you shirts, man, but you need them to go out.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Smith. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
In the first half, they didn't look so confident in the paint, but that's really changed.
Second team foul. At the line, for Indiana, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. One shot.
That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
They're doing great work at the free throw line this half. That bodes well for their chances to close out this game.
Here's Ellis. Inside. Here's Harper. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Harper's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, what a terrific possession. Attack in the painted area.
Outside Anunoby. Pass to Smith. Now here's Jokic. Allen defending.
And defensively, they're not reaching and sending into the line like they were in the first half.
Third team foul. At the line, for the Pacers, Nikola Jokic. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Harper. Towns outside. Here's Ellis. Here's Miller. Knocks down the long J. Miller's got 18 points now here in the second half.
At this point, Brandon Miller is getting whatever he wants on the offensive end. Defense better step up.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Black. Anunoby on the wing. Smith against Miller. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it fly. Smith no good. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Pass to Harper. Here's Ellis. 4-3. And the Cavaliers, another 3.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And there it is for him.
We all know that SGA is very capable of averaging 30 for a season. Tonight's exploit should come as no surprise.
Here's Harper. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Down low. Allen banked it in off the glass. Allen's gotten 4 this quarter.
Yeah, surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
There's a minute 17 left in the fourth quarter here. Count that bucket.
And he's just crushing them with plays like that. I mean, just continuing to pile it on.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely 0 chance of a comeback. And nice finish by him.
Harper passes to Ellis. Pass to Harper. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. 46 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Jokic in the post. Allen defending. Here's Ellis. Here's Harper. And again, it's Cleveland converting. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Defense is right there. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. No dice from 9 feet. Pass to Harper. And so Indiana takes this one by a big margin. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Doris Burke.